Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Legends of Another World. So, it's been a very long time since I last recorded this. It's been more than a year, in fact. I do have the footage for one more boss battle that I've had lying about in my videos folder for some time because it wasn't enough to make an episode on its own. But I do really want to get back to this project and finish it off, especially as I was getting quite near the end. So I'm just going to cut in the footage that I recorded last year and then continue from there. Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Legends of Another World, Curse of Saria. In the last episode we started the game's final side quest, which involves going all around the world and using the super scanner item on every single monster in the game, which, to be honest, is a little bit tedious, but off camera I've done a few more of those. I decided to do the Mayu ranges next because there are quite a few high EXP monsters there. And considering that most of my party was close to level 99 already, I just wanted to get it over with, get to 99, then I don't have to bother about EXP turbos or trainers ever again. And for some reason Leanna's quite a way behind the others, or rather she needs more experience to get to level 99, but she's not far off now either. Of course, that means I've given her all the trainers and everyone else up there. And oh, I see you've got everything from the West Islands now. I was able to create a new monster for you to face. Also, here's a reward. So we get another 10 defenders, which means I can trade those in for another auto wall. Very useful. And Platinum Relic, what's that? That's a blue magic. Oh, and it's one Harley doesn't have, didn't bother trying Ivy, because she has all of the old ones. So, Harley's missing some of the early game ones still, but I'll get those when I go back to the early game areas. Triumph is I think what that was. Removes all negative statuses, very useful. Anyway, that means we've got another new monster to face here. So I forgot to say this. I did the Mayu ranges, and then I came and looked here and found that the Western Islands group includes so Aquarat and Daphneon, that was a giveaway that it was the water caves, and the Mega Captor is from Sturgis, and Sandmantis from the Sturgis caves. So those were the areas I needed to go to complete this list. Anyway, under regional creations, the new one is the Intoxicator. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's an upgraded, what was that called? Sludger. Nothing to steal. Okay, it drains empty. That's nasty. Inflicts poison. I haven't had a chance to scan it yet, so I'll put Harley in. 650,000, very high stats all round, immune to a lot of things, pretty typical. Oh, and I've run out of MP. Well, I'll use an item to take the poison off. I'm not really very concerned at the moment, I probably should be. But I want to see what it's like first, and then I'll... Okay. So it's quite strong. I haven't scanned my hands yet, so perhaps I should. Okay, that's nasty. It removed my slow. Very nice. So at this point what I'm going to do is Glory. Defensive stats and buffs to all allies. So I get all that good stuff. But as far as I can see, that doesn't include Reflect. I can still cure Owner. Okay, so the left hand is doing the cure Owner, so let's hope I can get that down soon. I still haven't scanned it. I'll do that now, since it's Harley's turn. Okay, not bad, we're getting close already. Oh, I'm just going to slowly get this weakness and meltdown off. Okay, so it uses Erase. I'm assuming it does that on whoever did the final blow on the hand. That one's also got 200,000. We can deal with that. To be honest, I shouldn't even bother taking the poison off. It's not hurting that much. Let's see how much judgment does. I do have to think if one of them is going to get erased. When I kill the second hand, which of them do I want it to be, and I'm going to say Harley, or Ivy maybe, because Harley does have the ultra damage. So I'm going to hang on with Alicia and just recast regen on herself. Okay, as I thought, it uses a raise on Ivy, but now it's vulnerable. High resistance to weakness and meltdown, but I could try casting those. There is a blue magic for it. But does Harley have that? Yeah. Oh, it can do that twice in a row, that's not really fair. And that's not what I meant to hit. No, I was going for the one that gives Harley haste there, and I mixed the two up. So I'll try again and just cut back in when I get to that point. Okay, I'm back here again. This time it was Harley who got a raise, even though Ivy used disaster, so it seems to be random. I guess I'm okay with that. Just got to try to take it out. I've used Alicia's adrenaline and I'll use it again. Actually, before I do that, I've put zombie proof on everyone before this rerun because it can inflict zombie. But I've saved one multi-proof. Once I've discovered that it erases a party member at random, not necessarily the one that did the damage, so I knew I'd be able to have a multi-proof over to give to well, one of my two survivors. Because that sludge thing inflicts a ton of negative statuses all at once. Including putting slow on Ivy. And since I don't have Harley with his glory, I'll use a turbo boost. If it keeps doing that, there's not very much I can do. Okay, it looks like it's just going to sludge every turn, and in that case what I should do is attack with Alicia and your owner with Ivy, but when Alicia's health is getting a bit low I can use her blitz. That should be enough to win this, since it doesn't have your own self anymore. It just might take a while. So, I'm just going to cut to near the end of this, assuming that nothing else changes. Okay, nearly there now. All I've done is follow the same pattern of alternating, attacking and blitz. I've not even bothered taking off the status effects, there's no point. Now I should just be able to take it down. Just about. Oh wow. Okay, we get a strength plus, that's very nice. Who should I give that to? Alicia's is already maxed out. Of my other physical attackers, Liana is somewhat behind and only has one more level to catch up, so I'll give that to her. And I think that means I could fight that again to get an unlimited number of strength pluses if I really wanted to, but no, of course I'm not going to do that kind of grinding. So, picking things up where I left off last year, after defeating the Intoxicator, I traded in the 10 defenders for an extra auto wall, and I did the Trinity Palace enemies next. So, as you can see, I think I chose the Trinity Palace because they have a lot of experience, and I wanted to get everyone to level 99. As you can see, Liana is still lagging a bit behind. And for the Trinity Palace, the reward for unlocking all of those monsters was 10 turbo boosts, which I traded for an extra auto haste. Also, sorry, I'm being very clumsy, it's first thing in the morning right now. The original creations, it turns out that when you unlock 2 of the regional creations, you get the first original creation. Now I've tried fighting the Molligart. This is where I left off last year. I had tried it a little bit off camera and gotten nowhere. So I think these 5 might be in difficulty order from top to bottom. So I should leave the Molligart for now and try to get the Future Transient. But before that, I'm going to fight the Glyph. And over the last couple of weeks, when I've been thinking about getting back into this project, I have played around with it a bit to try and get myself re-familiarised with the game. So I have fought the Glyph enough to know how it works and to have a strategy for it. So, I'll show my equipment setup. Amanda is in the party for just 1 turn to cast Zombie. She has preemptive. The Glyph loves to remove positive statuses, so the permanent front 4 have as many auto positive status abilities as I could fit on. Not very many for Ivy, but Harley has the whole whack: regen, wall, reflect and haste. That's very important. One person should have auto reflect, and that person will need to have the other 3 as well, because when Reflect is on, you can't give regen, wall or haste. Why is that important? It's because the glyph also has auto reflect, so having a party member with auto reflect is the only way you can cast dark magic onto him, and that includes curse. Anything else? Yes, he likes taking buffs off, so Alicia and Tara have debuff proof. His most powerful magical attack is Prime Wave, and it can hit for 9999 even through Aura. So my strategy is basically to get wall on everyone and at least 1 level of magic defense buff, and keep them on. So Alicia and Tara have debuff proof, Ivy and Harley have above 9999 HP anyway. And with that, we're good to go. So Amanda casts Curse on Harley, which will get reflected onto the glyph. Alicia, Excel, basically wants to get everything done as quickly as possible. So I'm hasting Amanda to get her out of the party faster. So I want my permanent front 4 to all be present for Alicia's buffs. So it casts Flare on itself, which gets reflected to a random party member, in this case Ivy, which is okay. Tara can't do very much, so just attack. So the next thing is to get wall on everyone, which I have now. So I should be able to survive Prime Wave. Wall on everyone, haste on everyone. Ha! Alicia got 2 turns running. Nice. One more thing I can do with Tara, actually, because the super scanner works as a normal scan, so I can use her turn to scan, so I'm not using the white mages. The other 3 have auto regen, so give regen to Ivy herself as well. And now I'm going to put Reflect on everyone. So this is important because it can cast Disaster. Here's Prime Wave. Now I'm not at all worried about those status effects. I'm not putting anything on that prevents those because it's so easy to take them off. Ideally I would like to use... Whoops. Yeah, I'd like to use Ivy's Blessing for that. So now I'll have to put Reflect back on. And Alicia can do 2 Adrenaline buffs. And now I've remembered, it has high resistance to weakness and meltdown, but it is vulnerable to both. So try to get both of those on, and then Ivy can take part in damaging as well with Disaster. Now what was I doing? Reflect. Yeah, Reflect on Ivy and Tara, and then everyone has all the positive statuses. So try to get Weaken as well as Meltdown. Very nice that I got it so quickly. And then there's nothing to do really but continue this pattern of healing after Prime Wave. And as you can see, it has a lot of HP, so I'm going to do the bulk of this fight off camera. Well, I had intended to cut back in close to the end, but the end came much sooner than I expected because it cast Disaster when my entire party had Reflect, and bang, out like a light. So we get the Ultra MP. One thing that Namida has told me is that all the drops from these arena bosses are 50%, so you can farm them to get unlimited quantities of items and abilities like the Ultra MP that are otherwise available only in restricted quantities. But obviously the 50% means it's a bit tedious if you want to do the farming, and I'm not going to do that. Well, I have no use for Ultra MP, but I think some of them might give even more useful items. So I'm going to leave it here and come back when I've unlocked another monster. And here we are. Oh, I see you've got a good variety of roach monsters now. I was able to create a new monster for you to face. Also, here's a reward. Not shown. I got all the monsters on the Nyata Islands, and that gave me the Future Transient regional creation. So I'm going to fight that in a moment. But I also happened to... the next region is the Nyata Islands, which includes... Sorry, the next region is the Saria Island, which includes the cult headquarters under the Haunted Mansion. And I was exploring there, and I happened to run into an encounter with one of every type of roach in the game. So as soon as I got that, I knew that I had unlocked the roach variety creation. So the reward for the regional creation was another 20 hyperelixirs. And Liana is now level 99. She was just 4,000 experience short, and obviously I could have got that in a few battles quite easily anywhere I wanted, but I decided to play it in the spirit of the game, so while I was rounding up the Nyata monsters, I made sure she got a little experience from each encounter until she finally got there. After all, it did take quite a lot of running around and getting encounters to get every single monster. So, the Future Transient. All I know about this one is that it's going to be a type of transient. So, Alicia's turn first. It's probably going to be invulnerable until we've hit it with Breaker Attack, so use her turn for Agility. Yep, got Weaken on. I will probably want to get Wall on my low HP party members, to the extent that 9999 can be considered low. Okay, it does a physical attack. As expected of a transient to do that with its... Oh, I have put, yeah, double hit and ultra damage both back on Alicia. In the previous battle I'd taken one of them off to get used special. Now she has them both. Get haste on Ivy and then on Liana. It will not be vulnerable to scan because it's a transient. Don't even need to try it. This time I get meltdown but not weaken. So let's switch in Amanda and cause some disaster. Oh, that is a glorious amount of damage. Okay, pulse gets reflected, nice one. Next should be trauma. It follows the traditional pattern. Ivy needs wall on herself. Why does she need wall on herself? Did I really forget to put it on earlier? Right, it's got meltdown but not weakened, so keep trying. No. Regen on Ivy. $76,000. And I guess Ivy can do a disaster as well, although she doesn't have the ultra damage, so it's still 10,000 more infection. That's not very nice. It reset its shield, so okay, got weakened, so switch back at Alicia. You know, at this point I'm not feeling very threatened by it, so I may as well. Oh, Tara comes with auto wall, very nice. So I was just switching her in for some extra damage. I'll have Harley haste her. Try stealing, nothing to steal. I wonder if it has a pattern of being vulnerable to weaken and meltdown alternately. That would be interesting. So we need Amanda. Can't tell how many HP this thing has got. Oh, that trauma took my MP. It's meltdown at the moment, so I'll use Faith in the meantime to heal up. Should have done Bliss first and then switched Harley in and then done Faith. But Alicia will get another 2 turns soon, so I mean before the transient's next turn. So okay, it also has that, which is really non-threatening. And of course I have no way of knowing how long this is going to go on for. I might end up cutting out some of the footage if it's really long, but I'm doing so much. There we go. And that gives the defense plus, so I can farm an unlimited number of those if I wanted. But like I said, they're at 50%, and that's done to discourage farming. And anyway, once I've unlocked all of the monsters from this shop, I'm sure some of them will give all of the other stat up items. So theoretically, it would be possible to get everyone's stats to the max, but that would take forever and really not be worth doing. Anyway, time to save. And then let's have a look at this. Yeah, I'll use the healing crystal. And then let's take a look at this roach. Swarm roach. Oh, and here we can see what the other varieties will be. So, an Inu, which is the dog monster, an Obi, treason. Have there really been that many tree monsters to justify that? But Swarm Roach is the one we've unlocked. So, as usual, given Alicia gets to go first, I'll excel the party. Try a breaker attack. No. Scam. $300,000, which is actually surprisingly low for one of these arena bosses. 255 spirit, so don't bother hitting it with magic. Vulnerable to weaken and zombie and regen. Should I try doing that? It did have very high strength, so I'll first wall my party. Oh, that's why it's called a swarm roach. It can call on its brother. Okay, still, I'm doing that much damage per hit. I should be able to take it down. Did the second one just summon a third one? Because I don't see another one present. No, it looks like there's just the two. Maybe it called for help and no one came. Got weaken. Something happened, but I'm not sure what. Oh no, don't try using magic on them. Charge up just in case. Yeah, it's calling for help, but what's that actually doing? They both have weaken? How does that work? Also, I can't see this one's current HP even though I've scanned it. Okay, this fight is really weird. Okay. That goes down. Now for this one. And it's not in the weaken status, even though I saw that hit. Ah, of course it summons another one. Still don't have... Okay, so I don't know what's going on with this. I need to... yeah, Super Scanner. I'll go on this one. Right, so it summons a buddy at maximum health. But summoning a new roach is basically the same as starting the battle all over again, so what can I do about this? Maybe if I spread out the damage equally, it won't. I mean, that's kind of a wild guess. Well, it said calling for help, but no one came. And they can do that. Okay, they all have. So is what's happening that there are now two swarm roaches in the same place, one with visible HP and one without? Because if that's the case, then it looks like they're just summoning more roaches faster than I can take them down. They're immune to slow, so is the only way to take this down to do 300,000 damage before it gets a turn? Because that doesn't sound possible. So I'm going to stop here and have a bit of a think about this on my own. Well, I gave it my best shot. I'll show you what I've done. Now that Liana has reached level 99, of course she doesn't need the trainers anymore, so she can be re-equipped. So I've given her double hit, auto haste, preemptive to let her get breaker attack straight away. Tara obviously also with double hit and auto haste, and Alicia. So that's basically as much damage as I'm able to pile on with the resources I have. And I've tried that out and I can do almost 200,000 before the roach gets a turn. And since it has 300,000 HP, that is still a long way short of enough. So, I'm not sure what to do on this one. Might just have to leave it and come back later. So I think I'll make this the end of the episode, and I'll go off camera and get the rest of the Saria Island monsters next. So, Cursed, I don't know where that is. Blade, Semio was in the Metaspi. I'm not sure if I can get back to that part. Krolsum is definitely in the cult base under the Haunted Mansions. There's still some some I'm missing there, although I did get some from there. Hang 8, I think, is in the Metaspy kind of entrance to the Trinity Palace. Yeah. I'll see how many of these I can find. I think there was an NPC. Was it you? Yeah, she will scan a random monster, so if I really can't find any, then I can use her for that. But I'll see how many I can find for myself before resorting to that. Otherwise, she might choose a random monster that I could find easily. Okay, so that's where I'm leaving it, and I'll see you next time.